Today, all we are doing is working on comparing and ordering fractions just by looking at the numerators and denominators, as well as using pictures. So today, our math focus is I can compare and order unit fractions by using models and understanding of numerators and denominators. So all we're doing today is we are focusing on ordering and comparing fractions that have the same denominators, and that is super easy peasy, because guess what? You've been comparing numbers since you've been learning about them in kindergarten. So this is the easiest sort of ordering and comparing fractions that you're ever going to do. So let's look at these models right here. So I have three different models of the same fractions fractions with the same denominators. Let's put it that way. So I was looking at this fractional amount. I was looking at this figure right here, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different spots. So the denominator would be 5. Same thing with this figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, 5, it's cut up into 5 different pieces, so the denominator is going to be 5. And guess what? Same thing with this figure on the bottom. It's cut up into 5 equal pieces, and so the denominator is going to be 5 as well. This makes it especially easy for us to order and compare fractions, because all we have to do is figure out what's the smallest or the largest numerator, and then we're ready to go. So now I'm going to fill these in for you so we can compare them. You're just going to pretend that they're completely filled in here as I go along. Right there. Okay, so now let's identify the fractions. So this first fraction here, I can see that there's 5 total pieces and there's 3 filled in, so this fraction would be 3/5. Now we're going to look at this fraction right here. There's 4 total pieces, or sorry, there's 5 total pieces and there's 4 filled in, so this fraction would be 4/5. And I'm looking at this figure right here. There's 5 total pieces and there's 1 filled in, so this fraction would be 1/5. So based on the pictures alone, we can see that the smallest fraction is going to be 1/5. We can also tell this by the number on the top. It is just simply 1 and all the denominators are the same. So we know if we wanted to order these fractions from smallest to largest, and I'll put that right up there because sometimes that's nice to see, smallest to largest, we would put 1/5 first. Our next fractional amount, we would put I apologize, it would be 3/5, because 3/5 is less than 4/5. You can see this in the picture, and you can see this because the figures are divided into the same amount of pieces. So smallest to largest would be 1/5, then we'd have 3/5, and then we'd have 4/5. So it's quite easy to compare fractions when they have the same exact denominator. It's when they would have different denominators that it gets a little bit more tricky. So we'll talk about that later on. But today, your focus is just identifying, comparing and ordering unit fractions by using models and also your understanding of numerators and denominators. Have a great day, third graders.